Hello. Matt Wichkowski here. I'm the Richard and Ellen Sandor Chair and Curator of Photography and Media and Vice President for Strategic Art Initiatives at the Art Institute. I am so happy to see a very plentiful house today to welcome the artists on the first day of the new exhibition, Pixy Liao, Relationship Material, which will continue through December 8 in galleries 1 through 4, which are just straight out there and down the stairs. You're actually right next to the galleries now, but you can't go through the wall, so you have to go up and down. This event is one in a series of annual programs that we have named after Hugh Edwards, who was the first photo curator with that title at this museum in the 1960s. And these programs are funded by the Cross Purposes Foundation, and we are very grateful for their annual support. Pixy Liao's show has been curated by Yechen Zhao, who's assistant curator in photography and media. And this continues a focus that Yechen has brought to modern and contemporary East Asian photography that he started with the exhibition Foreign Exchange last year, and we look forward to many more undertakings in that geography from Yechen. As for Pixy Liao and Takahiro Morooka, Pixy and Moro, Moro, who is a musician and Pixy's steadfast thought partner and model, the two met at the University of Memphis, where Pixy had come from Shanghai to study in 2006. After she got her MFA in photography at Memphis, Pixy completed 2 important residencies in upstate New York. A continually blossoming career since then has come to include representation by galleries in Brussels, Hong Kong, and elsewhere. And in fact, I want to welcome today Daniel Chen with Alisan Gallery in New York City, who's with us. Pixy's photography has also been featured at the 2019 Photography Festival in Arles, France, and in solo exhibitions with Fotografiska in New York and Stockholm, and in 2023 at the Center for Contemporary Photography in Melbourne, Australia. The exhibition is, I'm told, the most expansive presentation that has yet been held of experimental relationship, which is the title to this long-running and indeed potentially lifelong series. It's a series that I find whimsical yet rigorous and elegant in its humor, and if I am pressed for a single phrase to sum it up, I would say slyly precise. And to cap it off, Pixy and Moro also performed together in the band Pimo, which has released 6 albums to date, and I think you all know you're going to get a special treat today from Pimo. So, in the meantime, please welcome Yechen, Moro, and Pixy to the stage.
Okay, thank you all for joining us here. This is my first time doing this, so I'm going to try my hardest. I don't use the notes, but I have so many people to thank for this exhibition, and I really want to start by thanking the people at the museum who made this possible. So first of all, of course, thank you, Matt, for the kind introduction and for throwing your support behind this exhibition. And for Kylie, my project manager, who made sure all the pieces fit together and made sure that I was organized. I'm kind of disorganized sometimes. And to our designers, Lane, Richard, and JB, for making a really beautiful exhibition and working for us carefully. Felice, our conservator, and Jim, our framer, for putting all the pictures together. Ariana for getting the sculptures, which we'll hear about. Taylor, Kim, Devin, and Jesus for the music videos. Our art handlers, Rufino, Ryan, Geneva, Kevin, and Zach. Liz, our department admin, for making sure these two got here in a reasonable time. And today, Joe, Miguel, Mel, and Margaret for making the program run smoothly and sound good. And of course, thank you both for joining us from Japan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yechen. Thank you, everyone, especially like the people working at the museum. They just like taught me so much and helped me so much and put on this very beautiful show for me. And I'm really, really grateful for that. Thank you very much.
So to start, I will begin just by chatting with Pixy and Moro. We have some questions ready, and then after that, I will get out, and they will perform about a 20-minute set as their band. So let's get started and look at this picture and think about this quotation. Pixy, you can see it there too. This is a quotation from the book, Experimental Relationship, which collects many photographs from this series. So the purpose is to break the inherent relationship model and reach a new equilibrium. This series has been going on since 2007, and it both is, changing the relationship and documenting the relationship. And the reason why I have this picture up is because this is titled How to Build a Relationship with Many Layered Meanings. It's a very early picture in this series in 2008. So at this point, it's almost, it's more than 15 years old. And I wanted to ask you two, what was it like to make it, and how do you feel about it now?
This photo was a very, very early on photo in this series, probably like the beginning 5 images of the series. And at the time, we just met in Memphis, and this is where we lived as an international students. And we were very poor, and we just picked up mattresses on the street to stack the bed. And when I was making this photograph, I was thinking, I look at this stack of mattresses, and I think that just reminds me of the Princess on the Peter story, because I had this new boyfriend, a new relationship, but my boyfriend was kind of different. I kind of feel like my new boyfriend is like a princess that need my protection, but at the same time, I could be the tiny little pea that make him very uncomfortable because he's super sensitive. So I made this photograph with him. But at the same time, I really love this photograph because this photograph taught me something about photography and why I love to do this series. Because when I was imagining this photograph, I was thinking, I always think men and women are not that different. Especially we are both Asian, and when we were naked, we have very short hair, and if we don't show the body parts, you won't be able to tell who's man or who's woman. That's my ideal thoughts about genders. But when I look at this photograph, that tell me something different, that it's very easy to tell who's man and who's woman based on the body hair and the curves of the body. And I think that's something wonderful about photography, that it's always helped me to look at my imaginations and figure out what's the difference between my imagination and the real world.
How do you feel about it now, Moro?
Now?
Yeah, how do you think of this picture now?
It just reminds me of Memphis, like how we spent earlier time together, and just I think it's just the beginning of our relationship. So I think it's the very start. This thing started. And just yeah.
I think that's a good segue. Yeah, well, because I'm going to show 3 pictures. One, the one on the left is kind of early. The one in the middle is kind of in the middle, and the one in the right is, very recent, actually.
Yeah.
And I wanted to think about that. We break the inherent relationship model. What has changed and what has stayed the same in your relationship model?
I think our relationship hasn't changed, right?
I think it changed greatly.
Really? Okay, if you say so, yeah, I guess.
I think in the very beginning, I was very, very dominant. But now I'm not that. I think we're more equal now.
Right.
Okay. If I want then to go to the beginning, since when you are quite dominant, and just talk about, you met in Memphis, you met on the first day of International Student Orientation. And I just wanted to talk, I also moved from China to Michigan, a kind of odd place for Asian people to be. And I wanted to ask the both of you, what is your immigrant experience like when you were in Memphis? As a Chinese person, as a Japanese person, what kind of expectations?
I think it was a big cultural shock for me. And when I first moved from Shanghai, and it was my first time going abroad, and I went to Memphis, and I realized this place, it seems like a park to me, because it's like a green everywhere, and this is not, and the sky is very open, and the air is very clear compared to Shanghai, so I can see all the colors very vividly. I really love that. But at the same time, I feel like there's a type of like Asian were kind of rare in Memphis 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, there were only 3 Japanese people in the school. So
a little more Chinese, maybe I would say 10, 20 maybe. So I think what we were doing there, I think a lot of people think they are interesting, but at the same time, they look at these photos of 2 Asian couples and they think, they're just some Asians doing their weird Asian things. So, but I was okay.
Anything you want to add, Moro?
well, I don't know. US is very different, and I was actually in Alabama before that, so I guess I was kind of used to United States before that when I saw you. So
Yeah, you had a little more age than me in the US.
I know we talked about how it was difficult to have good food at that time. All the grocery stores were quite bad. We have to thank the international students in the city for improving the quality of Chinese food and other Asian food. You know, we really have to appreciate them. I wanted to ask, maybe directly you, Pixie, about the early compositions and the early titles. I think the titles and the compositions are very important, and I wanted to ask you about the relation between how you come up with the composition and then how you title the image.
For the composition, I really think about the composition before the image. I almost have the exact same image in mind before doing the photos. So my early photos are very, very staged. But for the titles, I think in the beginning of, when I was just starting doing this project, my professor, Larry, he gave me a very, very good suggestion. He said, Pixie, why don't you just title all these images as if you're giving out relationship tips on a lifestyle magazine? So after he gave me this suggestion, I really just think about this title a lot after seeing the image. I think a lot of time when I was making the photograph, I didn't really understand my photograph. It takes me time to understand what I was doing in the photograph, and the moment when I get it, I can give you a very good title.
So the title comes at the end and kind of completes it.
In the end, yeah, sometimes much later.
I think on that subject, I wanted to point out 2 pictures in the show that are kind of very, very explicit references. One is to another artist, and another is to a record cover. So the one on the left, photographer and her muse, that's a riff on a Jeff Wall picture for women, if you're curious. And then on the right, that is a homage to a kind of obscure record cover called Music to Massage Your Mate With or By. With. So these 2 contexts, you draw from many different contexts for the compositions. And I wanted to ask, you know, how does the kind of art and music feed into your life and your work?
I think I'm a person who's very interested in images, and I look at many images like paintings or mass media images. I kind of treat them very equally, and sometimes I will see an image that moves me. I think those are the images who touched upon something really deep in my mind. And for example, the Jeff Wall's painting, or like photograph, which was based on another painting earlier about this male artist gaze on female models. And I think our series, always people, sometimes because Moro is always the one who taking the picture, so many people might think it's a man's taking a photograph, but I think it will be very good to show that's actually through the mirror that this is a female photographer and her male muse. And the other one is just like one of my favorite album cover. It was just like, I think that this photograph is almost like exact copy, it's just in a different situation of that cover. But this is like one of the image I truly love, because I really like this, you know, getting free massage from Moro. Yeah, so this is, yeah.
I know that over time, Moro, you have become more involved in kind of idea for composition and changing composition. Can you talk a little about how that has your role in the images has changed over time?
Well, I think I'm a better assistant than before. I help her like for lighting and give you more suggestion for pose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're being very modest. Especially like the one on the left side, the finger one. This is actually 100% Moro's idea, because I was just framing for his crotch part, and then he said, "Pixie, why don't you like put your finger through the window to the society?" I said, "Yeah, this is what I want to do." I think this photo was taken like 2019 or something, or 20 something. And by that time, Moro has already like shooting with me for more than a decade. He knows me so much, and he sometimes knows me more than I do myself. He knows what exactly I like. And he would just think, oh, she would like that. And then give me awesome suggestions during the photo shoot. Yeah.
How often do you make photo shoot or, you know, have ideas and you act on them?
We do photo shoots like not that often. Usually when we have chance.
Like when we travel.
When we travel, or if we plan a photo shoot trip, and we find a location, and then we prepare it. Like maybe like once a month would be a good rate, but sometimes a couple of months, sometimes if twice a month would be pretty good.
I know you talked yesterday about there are rules to start and end the photo shoot. You know, Moro, you have to be fed, you have to be comfortable. How did you establish the rules?
Through trials and errors. You know, sometimes, like, occasionally, Moro is super supportive, I would say, like from the very beginning, but occasionally he would be unhappy during the photo shoot, or afterwards he would tell me he's not comfortable, like for some images or something. And I will try to learn from that. Like, first rule, he has to be really awake in the morning, make sure his hair is good, and, you know, need to eat breakfast, you know, fully wake up, right? Other rules?
I guess our body need to be relaxed, and then the photo usually becomes good photo. And yeah, so, yep.
You work together to set the rules. I want to talk as well in the time we have remaining about some other collaborations that you do together, because you don't just make the photos. I'm showing on the screen now Moro's handiwork, the collection of penis sculptures. And I wonder if the two of you can talk a little more about how you come up with this idea and how you execute.
I think I'm always very interested in like intimate relationship. I think in a relationship, your partner is always giving you free services, like massage and cook for you, you know, doing your laundry. And I was thinking, you know, if I'm an artist, can I just have my partner make artwork for me and then claim it's my work? So I said, Moro, like I want to have a collection of penises, and you can make them for me as long as they're soft and pink. And Moro just come up with all these very interesting idea of penises and talk about how you make them?
Well, you ordered for me, and I just made it. So
How, they have names. Did you name them together, or did you name them, Moro?
mostly she named. Yeah, you named it, right?
Yeah. I think we kind of look at each one and we kind of decide together because I think each one is their own character. They're all very distinct. Yeah. You will see in the show.
Yeah, their names are given, and you'll be able to identify them quite easily. Actually, thank you to Lane, our designer, for making such a good diagram of it. Another aspect I want to talk about is kind of language and communication. We're looking now at the Pimo dictionary, which is a handy guide to your couple's language. And I know that you're speaking a mutual language, English, to each other, and you have some knowledge of Chinese and Japanese. But can you talk about how your communication style maybe has changed, evolved over time, the language that you developed together?
It's changing all the time, and we used to use some words in this dictionary that we made, but we don't use anymore. But some still use.
Yeah, just like it's our own language and it's evolved over years. And we usually speak to each other in English and we add a little bit like Chinese and Japanese into it. But like through the years, like we have special word and it was like used before in this period of time and later like our life changes and there was new vocabulary coming to this or our language system.
What is a word you don't use anymore?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I use that sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still use it.
It's not totally lost. Yeah. Well, I think before I get off the stage, I want to segue very explicitly into the other half of the project. As you know, Pixy and Moro, they have their musical project, Pimo, Pixy, P-I, Moro, M-O. And in a lot of ways, as you have said to me, Moro is the leader in almost everything for the band. So it's kind of a inversion of the photography structure. I wonder if you can, Moro, if you can talk about writing the music, making Pixy the vocalist, and how this flipped collaboration is for you.
Well, I used to be leader maybe, but now I feel like, well, I'm not really good at performing in public, but I think she does better. So I feel like we are equal.
We are equal. Yes.
What about the music videos, Moro? I know you direct and you plan these.
Well, we shoot together, I shoot you and you shoot me, so I guess pretty
Yeah,
equal.
but I think for Moro, music is really, I learned so much about him, about how to make a project. Like each album, he has a theme, and each song has a story behind. So we use that story as the baseline for the music videos.
Yeah, I think with the photographs, there's a kind of small story, but then the music videos, there are 4 of them in the galleries you can see, they have a kind of longer narrative.
Storytelling.
Yeah, like Cool Grandma is Pixy meets the cool grandma.
Yeah, because she used to have grandma, and she was so cool, so yeah.
Yeah, my grandma was very cool. Yeah, we both want to be cool grandma when we get older.
Well, that's really all I have, so I'm going to get off the stage and turn it over to Pimo to play about a 20-minute set, I think 8 songs, right? They're going to just go straight through, so please hold your applause until the very end. This is also, I think, a big stage, so let's give them their attention and applause. But thank you all very much, and I introduce Pimo.
Thank you.
banana. 피피짱
何
なんでもないよ
ももちゃん
何
なんでもないです Kiss me, touch me, love me, trap me in your nest Chase me, love me, tie me, nest me all the time お前がいいももちゃんももちゃん
何
なんでもないよ
ピピちゃん
なになになに
なんでもないよ
Kiss me, touch me, love me, trap me in your nest Chase me, love me, tie me, nest me all the time お前がいいももちゃん
next song is a cover song. It's a 1928 song called Cherry by Don Redman.
Cherry, cherry, I make a bet. Cherry, cherry, you'll be my yet. Someday, cherry, you'll be my pet. Right now, oh cherry, the day is sad. When you're mine, you will soon find out. Just one love is all about. Oh cherry, cherry, I make a bet. Cherry baby, you'll be my yet. When you're mine, you will soon find out. Just one love is all about. Oh cherry, cherry, I make a bet. Cherry baby, you'll be my yet. Cherry baby, you'll be my yet. Cherry baby, you'll be my yet.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the hard song. Okay. Okay.
お願い私のペットこれ以上私を困らせないで一線を越えられないのそれだけを分かっててねああそれなのに通ってくる意識の高い変態無知で打つより放置プレイよ大嫌いそれは褒め言葉プレゼントをくれたけど目の前で踏みつぶしてあげるから豚野郎は豚らしく人の言葉はしゃべるなああそれなのに戻ってくるもうしょうもない家畜こぼしたミルク舐めて掃除私はそう絶対
next song we had a little change. If you have the handout, it's a different song.
Okay.
知らなかったよ知らなかったよ何も知らなかったよ知らなかったよ何も身目見ません身目見ません身目見ません I need you to warm me up 知らなかったよ知らなかったよ何も知らなかったよ知らなかったよ何も身目見ません身目見ません身目見ません I need you to warm me up in the winter it's so cold I need you to stay with me through the window I can see you are coming ba 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 back to
Okay, last song, last song.
Wanna be a tuna on the bed. I wanna be a tuna on the bed. Wanna be a tuna on the bed. I wanna be a tuna on the bed. Wanna be a tuna. I wanna be a tuna. I wanna be a tuna on the bed. I don't wanna do anything, just lying down. You can do anything to me. I wanna be a tuna. Wanna be a tuna. I wanna be a tuna on the bed. I don't wanna do anything, just lying tuna. Wanna be a 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 tuna. I wanna be a tuna on the bed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.